Hi, welcome to our presentation. My name is Anya.
My name is Barcha, and this presentation is about the influence of music and our emotions.
So, to start off, why did we choose this topic? Well, we both chose this topic because we both agree music plays a big role in our lives by influencing our mood, decisions, and overall behavior.
Methodology. So, for our research method, we were seeking experimental and non-experimental articles regarding the correlation between infant emotions and music. So, first off, we have experimental study. This study observed changes in resting state functional connectivity, RSFC, between brain areas associated with music and emotions in infants.
And in our non-experimental study summary, participants aged 5 to 6 were exposed to different genres of music. These children identified the emotional essence of the music and described the emotions evoked by the music clips.
Some of the key concepts of these presentations are infants, music, and emotions. So, first of all, we have experimental research. So, the article was called Musical Memories in Newborns, a Resting State Functional Connectivity Study. This research has discovered that by introducing music to newborns, their brain level fluctuates between familiar and new music through the resting state functional connectivity, RSFC. This study says that exposing preterm infants to music in the neonatal intensive care unit and ICU can influence their brain connectivity patterns. This exposure seems to affect various aspects, such as auditory memory, familiarity with music, and cognitive processes in these infants. Participants. These groups of infants were exposed to music during different developmental stages. First group, premature infants, PM. A number of participants, 20. Preterm infants, PC, had 19 participants, and full-term infants, FT, had 24 participants. Music, relaxing background bells, harp, and pungy ambience. Also, I want to add that overall, this research showcases the adaptability of the infant brain and highlights the potential benefits of music interventions in promoting healthy brain development, particularly in preterm infants. Method. Participants were hospitalized and given headphones. They were exposed to soothing music over the span of 8 minutes. Before the MRI scan, participants were not sedated. However, they received breast or formula-fed treatment and then swallowed in a blanket for immobilization. During the MRI scan, they were exposed to music through headphones due to the loudness of the scanner. They were recorded 5 times a week from 33 weeks of gestational age, GA, up until the final MRI scan. And for the results, I also want to mention that these groups were assigned randomly. So in the FT control group, there was a spike in the RSFC between the left form gyrus as well as the left caudate nucleus after listening to music. In the PC group, we could see the enhanced connectivity between various brain regions implicated in music, multisensory processing, and emotional content. Lastly, in the PM group, listening to the music increased connectivity among brain regions involved in music processing, familiarity, and emotional response. So, for the full term group, after listening to music, the FT group showed increased connectivity between specific brain regions. The fusiform gyrus is involved in visual and multisensory processing. The caudate nucleus plays a role in multisensory processing, motor behavior, and emotional response, particularly linked to music-related emotional experiences. Next, we have the preterm group, PC. The PC group exhibited enhanced connectivity across various brain regions associated with music processing and emotional content. Let me elaborate on that one. So this group displayed a broader range of enhanced connectivity in brain regions related to music, multisensory integration, and emotional responses compared to the FD group. And lastly, we have the PM group. For the PM group, listening to music led to increased connectivity among brain regions related to music processing, which heightened connectivity in areas involved in music processing and familiarity and emotional response, which increased connectivity in brain regions associated with familiarity to music and emotional responses.
All right, so moving on, we have our non-experimental research overview. So this article was called Children's Knowledge and Feelings Align in Response to Emotional Music. So they tested 135 children between the ages of 5 to 6 years of age, and they responded to emotions and music without external social cues. So 78 participants were female and 56 were male. More specifically, 8 were Asian, 43 Black, 62 white, 13 biracial, and 9 considered other. These genres of music were exposed to children were either calm, scary, or sad music. So going into the method, we will start off with a study structure. So 2 waves of data collection were conducted, spaced approximately 6 to 8 weeks apart. Each wave involved a 45-minute Zoom call with a trained research assistant guiding the child through emotional music tasks, and parents participated alongside the children during these Zoom calls. Moving on into the procedure, the research assistant facilitated the emotional music tasks for the child, and parents completed questionnaires via the Qualtrics survey after the visit. And lastly, in ethical approval, the University of Pennsylvania Institutional Review Board approved the research, ensuring adherence to ethical guidelines and participant safety. Going into our results, we will start off on the left side in our first image with the bar graph. So this talks about the percent of resonance match. So this talks about the percentage of participants report back to their emotional state after listening to different types of music. In the right image, talking about the same thing, percent resonance match. This is a scatter plot this time. Participants' emotional resonance with different types of music. So more specifically, children reported feeling the conveyed emotion in music above a 41% accuracy across different emotional categories. So they were more likely to report feeling scared when hearing fearful music rather than feeling like sad or calm with the respective music types. So the age did not affect emotional resonance, nor did verbal expressivity, overall verbal fluency, or empathy. So in conclusion, infants respond to familiar and non-familiar music differently. Familiar beats, sounds, and noises picked up at our infant stage in life helps us recognize specific music genres later in life in our adult stage. Music that we have listened to from a young age shapes our music taste later on in life. And adding on to that, the music taste that we are exposed to early on plays a role in the types of genres of music we'll look for at a later time in our adult stage of life.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. And I think that me and Anya, we can both agree on that we still like the music that we were exposed to when we were little, that our parents played for us. And this did also like summarize, the first study, the experimental study, said it really well. Like, I mean, it shed light on how the music that we listen to when we're young impacts brain connectivity and how familiarity with music creates a distinct neutral responses, providing valuable insights into early brain development and the effects of sensory stimuli.
So moving on, in our last slide, we have our references. So the first one is our experimental. Below we have our non-experimental. Other than that, we hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you for taking the time to watch us and read our slide. And that's it. Thank you again.
Thank you.